I've been asked to comment on the death of O.J. Simpson. Foremost, I'd like to express my condolences to the children, to Sydney and to Justin, to Jason and Arnell. They lost their father, and that is never easy. I wish to express my love and compassion to the Goldmans, to Fred and to Kim. I hope you find closure. And finally, to the family of the beautiful Nicole Brown Simpson. May we always cherish her memories. Nicole was a beacon of light that burned bright. May we never forget her.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of What the F with Sunny LaRue. Me, also known as a professional martini drinking blogger. I'm back with breaking news. Shocking news, but breaking. O.J. Simpson, the NFL Hall of Famer and controversial pop culture figure, has passed away at 76. Before we get into it, do all the usual YouTube things like share, subscribe, click the notification bell so you won't miss out on breaking news, updates, or when we go live. It's the freest and easiest way to support the channel. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I'm on all platforms. My handle's at Sunny LaRue17 or Google Sunny LaRue17. All of my links will populate and you can follow me through those means. Now, let's get into this because TMZ is reporting this. The former NFL great who stood trial for the double murder of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend Ron Goldman in 1994 and was acquitted, passed away Wednesday in Las Vegas, according to his family. And I just read you the statement. They said he was surrounded by his children and grandchildren when he died on Wednesday night. And this is according to his attorney. Okay. OJ has been reportedly battling prostate cancer in recent years, and his health took a turn for the worse of late, with him landing in hospice care within the few past months. Okay. Word about OJ's cancer diagnosis first made the rounds in February when an outlet reported it, although the details was kind of hazy, as OJ response was to the news at the time when he denied he was in hospice but did not address the cancer scare. Adding to the mystery was the fact that OJ actually touched on cancer diagnosis in 2023 in a video he posted on X when he said he caught some form of cancer but suggested he'd beaten it. In any case, the cancer had came back and claimed his life about a year. OJ was looking frail in the days leading up to his passing, including during outings in January when he was spotted using a cane, and that infamous video he put out on Twitter where he was talking about supporting his 49ers in the Super Bowl this past If you guys are on Twitter, /X, you guys know he was prominent on there. Hello, Twitter world. What's going on? Well, you know, Twitter world, what's going on? Yes, and putting in his 2.5 cents that nobody asked for. Okay. So it goes on to say, without saying, OJ's life was notorious for a variety of reasons, a lot of good and bad. So they're going on about his football years. He won a Heisman Trophy, which Ron Goldman's father took. He went to school and played football for USC, and he became a Buffalo Bills legend. Okay, so after football, you know, he did those awful Hertz commercial where he's running through the airport trying to get to the Hertz desk to get his car. He played in a lot of off-campy comedy movies. And then 1994 hit. And the death of Ron Goodman and his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, in 1994 found OJ at the center of what everybody is dubbing as the trial of the century. Now, child, I'm like I said, I'm from LA. I'm a Angelino. It was a big deal back then. I had just moved back home and all this was happening. It's like, what's going on? Well, he was accused of unaliving them in front of her home. And he goes on some kind of high-speed chase, shutting down the 405. And let me tell you something. That ain't pretty. It's not pretty sitting on the 405 during traffic, let alone a high-speed chase or a low-speed chase. In this case, where his friend Al Cummings was driving the Ford Bronco, leading him back to his home in Brentwood, where he would later be arrested. So he was acquitted. And what many people seem to think that he was acquitted, why he was acquitted, was because the late Johnny Cochran said, if the gloves don't fit, you must acquit. What? What do you mean if the glove don't fit, you must acquit? Come on now. But, yeah. I mean, he hired a dream team of lawyers, Johnny Cochran being one of them, the late, Kardashian, he was one of them. So he had the dream team, and it worked because he got acquitted. Let's see. Mark Furman was one of the lead detectives that was investigating this crime. Allegedly made some racist remarks in the past, and that played into his acquittal as well. And another pivotal point in the trial is when OJ's team requested he be allowed to try on the gloves in the court for the jury. It ended up not fitting him perfectly. We already talked about that. OJ was acquitted of the charges to the shock of most of the nation. However, they're like, okay, you got off this time. You got off this time. Because they made it seem like it's a black and white issue, right? They lost fact that this is a, two people lost their lives. These kids lost their mother. This mother and father lost their son. And that got lost in all this. And it became a black and white issue. You have black people down there letting off doves, like the Michael Jackson situation. You have people dancing, black people dancing on the cars and everything, and rejoicing because he got acquitted for murdering two white people. And that's how it was back then, when the trial of the century. That's how it was. That's how it was viewed here in LA. A black and white thing, not unaliving of two people. And it was unfortunate. So they're like, well, since we can't get you here, we're going to get you in the pocket. So they took him to court, and he lost a civil court wrongful death case against him. And now he owes millions and millions of dollars, which he has not paid on. Tens of millions he's not paid on. Okay. And they went after him for the money. They went after him, but he avoided paying the judgment and eventually fled LA and settled in Las Vegas. And up there, his crime spree didn't stop, because he walks into, I believe it was the Texas Station, which is a casino up there. And by the way, they had a good buffet. I don't even know if that casino's still there. But he busted into the room to attempt to recover his sports memorabilia. And I'm like, so are you busting in here to get this memorabilia to pay these people back? Or are you busting in here to get your memorabilia so you can cash on it and move somewhere else? Like, let's say, out of the country. I mean, why are you busting into this hotel room for this stuff? If this is yours legitimately, why don't you go to court and fight for it? I mean, most people will do that. Not OJ. He's invincible because he just got acquitted for double murder. Of course he's feeling invincible. But they didn't play up in Las Vegas. Nope. He even had weapons. So that made it an armed robbery. And he went to jail for it. He was charged and he was prosecuted. And he went to jail for it. And he got paroled in 2017. Now, once he got out of prison, he ended up settling down in Las Vegas, where he lived in a relatively private and peaceful life, out of the public eye. He wasn't out of the public eye. Out of the public eye in the sense that all this stuff hasn't resurfaced to where it was back in 1994 and back when all this stuff was happening with the trial of the armed robbery. But he wasn't private because he was on X all the time. Hello, Twitter world. Hello, Twitter world. Putting in his useless 2 cents that nobody asked for. So he's very active on social media. And yet he was still approached by lots of fans post-prison, regardless, posting pics often. So y'all fans out there, you saw him out in Las Vegas, rumping the streets out there, and you're like, oh, yo, OJ, can I have a picture with you? And y'all sitting up there, cuddling up to OJ. This man obviously didn't care for his wife. He didn't care about Ron. He didn't care about robbery. He didn't care. But y'all sitting up there giving him redemption. Well, he's dead at 76 to cancer. Let me know what you think about this story down in the comment section or the conversation section of this video. Let's continue to talk about it there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.